Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah.
Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're looking at this at. Welcome back to my Fitness Feature Friday. On today's Fitness Feature Friday, we have Wendy Hammer. She can be found on Instagram under curly.blonde_with_biceps. So altogether, that's curly blonde with biceps. Today we're going to be going over about Wendy's background, her motivation, a little bit of a fun fact about her, and a bit of advice she has for you. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and play the little game I like to call Two Truths, One Lie. It is up to you to guess which one is the lie. But today we're switching it up a little bit. Today it's going to be two lies and one truth. You have to guess which one is the truth. So number one, I sleep naked. Number two, I've jumped off the stratosphere in Las Vegas. And number three, I like to watch ear cleansing videos on YouTube. Which one is the truth? Wait till the end of this video to see which one is the true statement. Let's go ahead and go into a bit of her background. So Wendy started to be a little more active in the gym about 16 years ago when her mom was active. Her intention was really just to walk on the treadmill or do a little bit of walking on the treadmill, and they offered her 3 free training sessions if they signed up, so she did. But after that first session, she said that she was hooked. She played sports as a kid, but she never really went anything past elementary school. She states, there was something about lifting weights, having control of that, and pushing yourself to do better that I fell in love with. My trainer at the time told me I should compete, and I told him no way. She just couldn't imagine herself on stage. I continued to train with him, and then eventually just on my own. Now fast forward about 13 years, she went through a divorce and wanted to find ways to occupy her time to keep herself busy. I thought about competing and met with the coach. We discussed the process, the pricing, and the division, and initially she was going to go for a bikini. Ultimately, I chose not to move forward with it. Then, a year after, I made the decision. She decided to go all in. I wasn't getting any younger, and if I was going to do it, now would be the time. All of this was going on when she was at the age of 42. She decided to start her first prep in December of 2016, and it was going to be about a 12-week prep. After 5 weeks, my coach said that she wanted me to compete in a couple of weeks in the Muscle Classic Legends competition. Wendy didn't think that she was ready, but her coach thought that she was ready. She went with it because she was trusting her coach's plan. Then competition date came up. I had never been to a show or a convention of any sort for that matter, and you guys will never guess what happened. She ended up placing first in the Masters in her division. It was 35 years and older. She placed first in Masters of the ages 40 and over, and she placed second in Novice. This is her first competition, and she got that placement. That is amazing. I continued on to compete at the Jay Cutler Desert Classic in April, but she didn't place at all. I really didn't enjoy competing in bikini because I don't consider myself overly feminine. I'm not very good at popping the booty and the whole major back arching and all, so I decided not to continue to compete. Wendy has competed in a total of 5 competitions up to this date. She quickly realized that bikini category wasn't for her. The very girly glam thing is not me, and when you're on stage you need to feel great, and she didn't. So I moved up to the figure category. The posing is more my style, and you're allowed more muscle. Her first figure competition was last September, where she won her pro card. She placed first and overall with pro cards in both categories she competed in. Then her last competition was the Natural Olympia, which was last November. She placed gold and bronze in the amateur division. Now that we know a bit more of her background, let's go ahead and jump into a bit of where her motivation comes from. Now, her main goal right now is to improve her online training. She goes on and says, I have been approached and asked several times about training. Members at my gym would ask if I was a trainer. I began training clients here and there and ultimately quit training clients in person as I eventually changed my mind to compete again. And I became a little selfish with my gym time. One of my coworkers talked me into starting my online coaching business the summer of 2017. And then from there came Hammer Cut Fitness. So if you need any coaching, you can find her website at www.hammercutfitness.com. She has done a total of 5 competitions and she has actually 2 more coming up. In September 28, 2019, she's going to compete in the INBA. The next show that she plans to compete in is in November 16th, 2019, and that's going to be the same INBA/PNBA Pro Natural Olympia, which will be both here in Las Vegas. So if you want to go ahead and see her compete, save those dates. Here are a couple fun facts about Wendy. Wendy was born and raised in Alaska. She moved to Nevada when she was only 29 years old. She absolutely loves fishing, especially for salmon. And one more fun fact about her is that she has a 27-year-old son and his second year of his PhD. Hashtag very proud mom. Now, let's go over a bit of advice that she has for you. If you are intimidated by the gym or your overall goal, take baby steps. Taking any step is a step towards that goal. When you say, I want to lose 50 pounds, that is intimidating and many people fail. You need to make small goals in increments. Whether if that's daily, I will stick to my meal plan for a single meal, or a weekly goal. I will go to the gym 4 days a week. Cut that mountain in half into small speed bumps. Your goals become far easier to manage and accomplish. Thank you so much for watching this week's Fitness Feature Friday. So the true statement is that she has jumped off the stratosphere. The other two are lies. She has jumped off the stratosphere. Girl, you got a lot of courage for really doing that. I'd be scared out of my mind. I strongly recommend that you give Wendy a follow. Her Instagram name is going to be down below. Go ahead and visit her website. She is the one you want to be coached by. Always remember, small progress is still progress. It's not going to change from one day to another. Baby steps. It's going to take baby steps towards reaching your goal. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys next week on next week's Fitness Feature Friday.
Every day can be a better day despite the challenge.